Your Dream TV, the coolest place on the web for entrepreneurs to be inspired, educated, and entertained. My name is Carbo, and I'll be your host today. We are here at the Famous Dave's again, but a different one than we were last time. We're here with Duchesne today, and she's going to tell us a little bit about what she does with Duchess Enterprise. Welcome to the show.
Thanks, Tara. I'm so happy to be here.
Yes.
We are here at Famous Dave's in Laurel, Maryland. And this is the site of my BNI meeting every week, and I'm so happy to be here with you today.
Peg does a bunch of different cool things with Duchess Enterprise, and I'm excited to kind of dig in and hear some of the different aspects. She offers a lot to the entrepreneur community that can help us all be successful. So let's hear about some of those things now.
Great. Well, I got started in my business, Duchess Enterprise, by helping people with prepaid legal services, either getting their will or as small business owners getting access to great providers of resource in terms of not only attorneys and legal questions being answered, but also human resources questions, accounting questions, marketing questions. You tap into experts in those areas. And as a small business owner, lots of times the person doesn't have the financial well-being to tap into those at $250 an hour or more to get that great advice. But the Go Small Biz plan through prepaid legal services gives you access to those kinds of resources to get the answers that you need to run a business and get back to running the business instead of dealing with the issues that have come up.
That's great. I know that as a business owner, you really should have kind of an attorney, at least in mind. I'm like, I don't even want to think about that.
Well, and you have a whole firm, so depending on the issue you're dealing with, they're going to give you the expert in the firm. It's like medical care. You have a sinus infection, you're not going to go to an orthopedic to see about that. You want the specialist in that area. So the law firm gives you the attorney that's going to address the issue you're dealing with, whether it's a landlord-tenant issue, getting your will done, getting an S corporation or an LLC online, tax questions, all those kinds of things, even a traffic ticket.
What a great package that
it is.
I never realized. And so you'd also mentioned identity theft. Is that within the same program?
It is. It's an add-on feature to the prepaid legal plan, and identity theft is very rampant, especially in this economy. Everybody's so desperate to get an extra buck or two, and they'll go to all extremes, dumpster diving and all sorts of things. This is a way to have one or all three credit depositories monitored on a daily basis. So if you're out shopping and you want to open a credit card at Macy's or whatever, you get an email saying a credit card was opened in your name and you did it, that's fine. But if you weren't at the Chevrolet dealer test driving a car, but somebody was and using your name, you would know about it instantly, not at the end of the month.
That's a great plan. Some of the other things that you do really pertain to working with our clients and making sure we follow up and making sure we're networking appropriately. And so I'd like to talk on this side of the business a little bit, Calm F5.
Calm F5 is a great product. It's communications refresh, and it's a great way for people to send out emails but also use video technology embedded in the email. It's also, you can send out an e-newsletter campaign, know where people clicked on, do some important follow-up with them based on their interests as indicated by what piqued their concerns in the newsletter and that kind of thing.
That's really, really cool because, it's great to have a list of people who you send a video out to, and that's very exciting in itself, and I'm really, really turned on by that, obviously. I love video. But to really know on the back end what people are doing is great because you can tweak what you're doing. It's just a great way to perfect your system.
It is, and even something so simple as you get a phone call and you're going to set up an appointment to meet with that person, you can follow up with an email that you record. It's a video, and you say, "Hi Nancy, it was great to talk with you on the phone today. I'm looking forward to seeing you at the Starbucks down the road, and this is what I look like, and looking forward to doing business with you." How much more powerful is that than just reading the words in a message?
Yeah, I love that. And then it also has its own follow-up system and kind of database system in it. It's just a total package.
Right.
I love that. Obviously, I'm going to be looking at it. Also, you have something else, kind of hands-on, that you offer for follow-up. So what is that?
I think you're referring to DuchessCards.com. I partner with Send Out Cards, and it's a great way to keep your name and company name front and center, front of mind with your clients and customers, but especially with the potential clients that you'd like to do business with. And you can set it up for a timely drip campaign to stay in touch or run a special and make them aware of new products and services that you'll be bringing their way.
Yeah. It really means so much when you go the extra mile and somebody, I get a card in the mail. Well, okay, so the 100 people that I network with and see on a regular basis, great. I mean, but then like if I get 2 or 3 cards in the mail, that person just means more to me.
Well, it elevates.
We were also talking about another service of yours that I really like, and it's more for when you're in the car, or it's a cell phone feature.
It is.
Okay.
Distracted driving is really a big issue. But if you're a small business owner, an entrepreneur, and your next deal or your next appointment is based on how quickly you can respond, sometimes putting the phone in the glove compartment just isn't an option. So this is a way, if it's compatible with whatever cell phone service you're using, as long as it has Bluetooth technology, that you can have your emails read to you, you can say respond, and then dictate your response, and it's typed up and sent on your behalf. You can dictate a text message, stuck behind a school bus, red light, lots of traffic, car accident, I'm running 10 minutes late, start the meeting without me. You can have your emails taken care of so that when you get back to the office or at home at the end of the day, you don't feel like, oh, I have to get to the computer right away, because you've been staying on top of everything, coming in and responding in a timely manner.
I love that. I love that. Well, I'm so glad that you kind of looked at what was available in the world and stayed on top of what was fresh and kind of pulled a nice fruit basket together for everybody. And you know, this is the stuff that we really can use that's going to be top notch.
Well, I love that fruit basket analogy. That's just great.
You can have that.
Imitation is the highest form of a compliment. You just have to, if you're going to be a copycat, you just have to copy the right cat. So the fruit basket. And I call myself a schizophrenic multi-level marketer. It's sort of a fun way to know that I do more than one thing, juggle lots of balls or apples and oranges in the air, as it were. And I really think the products and services are key in helping entrepreneurs and small business owners doing the follow-up, and follow-up is so crucial. That's the fortune is in the follow-up, as they say, and some of these really help make that easier, more efficient, and fun. So
yeah.
Thanks for the opportunity to share.
Thank you so much. And another big component and something that you feel is very important as for all entrepreneurs is networking.
Networking's key.
Okay, so let's talk about that a little bit. I know you're very passionate and deeply embedded into BNI.
I am.
So let's talk a little bit about your role there.
Okay, I'm a director with BNI, so I help oversee chapters in 2 big counties in Maryland. And so I report directly to the Vice President of Member Services and then to the Executive Director of the region. And I help current chapters and their leadership teams grow their chapters. When I meet people, I ask how they're marketing their business, and one of the ways I bring to their attention is BNI. It's a weekly meeting where different business owners come together once a week for an hour and a half to talk about not only growing their business but each other's business. But networking not just in BNI, but chamber events and lots of other organizations like Team Network, and just getting out there, getting known in the community, becoming known as an expert in whatever it is that you do is what's critical.
Peg is very knowledgeable. She knows her stuff. She knows her products. She knows what we all need. So I think we all want to pick the brain a little bit and find, you know, what can you give our viewers, whether it be a quote or a recommendation or something that your favorite mentor has told you that can help us in our businesses?
Well, thanks. One of my favorite people in the world is a gentleman named Bob Burg, B-U-R-G. Look him up. He's on Facebook. He's on Twitter. He's usually at Dunkin' Donuts somewhere. And he's written a book called Endless Referrals. And it's just a wealth of knowledge and great tips about doing all the critical things that we know we need to do and finding time to get it done and what's the most efficient way to do the follow-up and those kinds of things. So Bob Burg, Endless Referrals.
Okay, Peg, could you help us wrap up with the question of the day?
Sure. My question of the day for you is, we talked about sort of the fruit basket of great ideas that help you do the follow-up. We talked about send out cards of prepaid legal services, identity theft protection, the Go Small Biz platform, the FDI voice that lets you be safe on the road but stay in touch, and all those great things, send out cards. What is it that you're going to pick out of the fruit basket today to help you get on track and do the follow-up that's so important for you making your fortune? Let us know.
Awesome. Thanks. I know what my choice is. Okay, guys, thank you again for coming and sitting in with us for a few minutes today. You know that your passion truly is our passion, and together we're going out there and helping empower others to live their dream. We'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks, Tara. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Revolution.